Hello world. Today I'm going to do a flip through of my first multi-signature nature journal. And if you saw my earlier video of an early look of my nature journal, you may remember that it was a huge journal. It had 4 signatures in it. And after a while, I just decided that it was too big and too unwieldy. So I broke it down into 2 journals. And today I'm going to do a flip through of this first one. We'll put this one aside for now. First, I'll break in to show you a picture of the original journal, and you can see how huge it was and why I thought I should break it down. Okay, so let's have a look at my very first multi-signature junk journal on the subject of nature. I was doing these as practice before I get into doing a journal on my trip to Europe, which is using actual personal stuff. So I really had a lot of fun with this. I made the little nameplate for it. This is Nature 1. I will link down below where I got this picture. It's very similar to the picture on the other one. And I put some trims. This trim in particular came from Trims on Wheels. I'll link to that down below too. I like a nice bare spine. This actually came from the original 4 signature journal that I tore apart. And I like to have the back plain corrugated cardboard with parts of it ripped off. I really like that look. So what I did was I took apart the original 4 signature journal and I cut the spine in half right down the middle. And then I just took that spine and glued it into these new covers so that I didn't have to re-sew my signatures. All right, so this journal has all the things in it that I love about nature. I did some stenciling here, and you'll notice on the cover here, I put some washi tape on the front and the back because the corners showed through. The cover's made from just cardboard wrapped in brown packaging tape or packaging paper. And then the outsides are just a piece of corrugated cardboard attached, front and back. This is that tea-dyed paper that you might have seen in the original early look video. It's just kind of cool. The first page. This is just a packaging envelope, I believe. I did some stenciling here, add some lace. It's made a cool pocket. Throughout, I just have tags of things that I love about nature, and I usually included information about them. All my favorite things. This is just a cool paper from a Patterns in Nature book that I'll link down below, or at least mention it down below. This is a cool pocket that I found. Somebody showed us how to make it on a YouTube video. I'm sorry, I don't remember who that is. They put a little bit of trim there. I took this picture of a squirrel myself. I love the squirrels in our yard. That's the other side of that Patterns in Nature book. And this is a digi-kit that I made a pocket out of. I probably have a link to that below. And here I just made a pocket out of a page from a nature book, Metamorphosis of a Butterfly. And it is stuck onto a tea-dyed music sheet. And I kept this part where he pulled it out of the ring binder because it just looks so neat. Ah, there's a robin picture that I took. There's the other side of that paper. And this is another from the book on Patterns of Nature, which I really like. I made a belly band here. I just love those flowers and information about those flowers. And here I just took a sticker. I don't remember where I got that. Just made a little tab for it. And this is a page that I just love. It's tea-dyed stabilizer with various ribbons taped or glued onto it, and I made the tab with ribbons and buttons. I just love that. And on this side, some more from DigiKit. Made pockets out of them and just put some tiny tags in them. I always cover the back of my ephemera tags because I don't journal, so I don't include parts for journaling space, although I'm sure if I wanted to journal, I could find some little spots in here. And here I just made a pocket out of a picture of a fox. I got a bunch of these envelopes from Amazon and just did some stamping on them. They're really cool envelopes. And just a cool little ephemera in there. Come on, get back in there. You'll see some loose stickers around. It's from a sticker book that I got. I will link to that. And here is that junk mail that I got, that I made a little photo album out of. I did a video separate on that, from Junk to Junk Journal, where I showed what it looked like before and after. Just put pictures of all my favorite things in there. Just stuck a picture there, and then here's an envelope, a Hallmark envelope with some stamping and stuff stuck on it. I made a tab out of this little digital print and open it up to find some violets. I also glued it in so that it would be a pocket, so that I could put this tag. Red-winged blackbird, it's a picture I took myself too. And you can see behind I did some stamping. Or maybe that, no, that's stamping. This was a card, and I put on here the information that was on the back of the card about the man who drew this picture of the blue-winged teal. But back when he drew it, they called them white-faced teals. And inside, information about great blue herons and birds. This is from that Patterns in Nature book. I made a pocket out of it, put some tucks in it, and hid a picture of some daisies in the back. More of that music paper. Now, if you saw an early look, you might remember that I had a wood duck card that flipped up. But because when I had the 4 signatures, it was so unwieldy. When I tried to flip the card up, I couldn't get the book to open flat enough, and it just didn't work in there, so I took it out. And luckily, I had another one of those wood duck cards. I covered the inside with a digital print, and I just love the way, I suppose that could be journaling area, but I've left it blank for now. I just like the way it looks. I learned how to cover some paper clips. That's a covered paper clip. And I put just some little ribbons on it. And I used it throughout my nature journals. I just have these folded bits of paper with things that I love. Like this one's about squirrels. I got them from a nature book. Just fold them up and tuck them in. One thing I like about this book is that if I find something more later that I want to add in, I think there's still plenty of space to add things, and I can change things if I want. Now this is a pocket made of, I think this was freezer paper that I tried to tea dye, and it kind of came out spotty. It's pretty crinkly feeling, pretty old looking. And I put some stickers on it. I'm not so happy with these stickers. They're kind of shiny, so I don't know if I'm gonna use stickers too much, unless I can find some matte ones. This is just a weird pocket I made out of some collage paper. There's another one of those shiny stickers for the funky mushroom. This has got another one of those papers in it. This one's about ducks. So that's a cool looking pocket. And this is some of that trim from Trims on Wheels. I love that ribbon. All right, this is another multi-pocket. It's got like 3 different spots where you can stick things. I think I learned that from somebody on YouTube too. And it's made with, I think this stuff is from a tile book. a book on all kinds of tile you can put in your house. Oh, and this is a little brad. I covered the back end with washi tape. But it's a little sand dollar brad. I love that. There's another great blue heron. More tea paper. Now this is a big pocket that I made out of some lacy fabric. And I thought I need something big to put in it, to fill it up. Otherwise, what I put in it will just slide around too much. So I made this little book. It's from a book called Color Garden. And so it's got all the different seasons, spring, and then summer, and autumn, and winter. And it's just got pictures of trees and bushes and stuff in those different seasons. I like that. We don't get the 4 seasons here in Florida, so it's nice to look at them every now and then. Here's some ribbon clusters, if you can call them that. There's only a couple of layers here, but I really love these ribbons that I got from Trims on Wheels. This was from the tile book. This is actually, I guess, some tile you could get for your house. And I just put a Tim Holtz nest on the back. I believe those are goldfinch eggs. And then these are the little tags that I've left as they are because I just love them, little birds on a wire and the bees, and there's just collage paper on the back. And here's another one of those fold out papers, conifers, different pine cones. I did some stenciling there, and this is a music page with the dancing bears. I really need to go find out if this song was about dancing bears. It must have been. If I find out, I'll put it in the information down below. And this was an envelope or a card. No, it's an envelope. It was really green, so I covered it with some netting-like paper that I got from somebody on Etsy, and I will put a link to that. And I just took this from a card. I cut it out, put some washi tape on it, put little toads on the back. And this, I made a pocket from the other part of the card, and I made a tab out of some sunflower paper. And this is a digital print that I covered the back of the envelope with because it was so bright green. And this is a card that I had. I covered the inside with some cardstock that had butterflies on it, and put a picture of a duck, and there's butterflies on the back of it too. I think this is not a card now that I look at it. It looks like this is just 2 pieces of cardstock put together with some washi tape as a hinge. I don't even remember doing that. And this is a picture of a stone bridge that I got from a book about out west. A natural bridge, I mean. This is from the Patterns in Nature book. I did some stenciling. This is just some tissue paper that I tea dyed. And it looks like I did some more stenciling here. Picture of the palm trees. This is a sight you can see pretty often here in Central Florida. Baby alligators with their mom. Cute. And a barred owl picture on the back of that. And this is just some weird layered folded. I folded this up to make a pocket, so the other side's back in there somewhere. Another one of those folded papers. And this was like an envelope that I saw how to do on YouTube, and I don't remember where I learned it. I don't know if I could recreate it. It's a picture of funny little baby owls, and there's 2 pockets in this envelope. There's another one. That one has some fairy ring, mushroom fairy ring on it. I hope I have a tutorial somewhere on how to make that envelope again. It's pretty neat. Another covered paper clip. And it holds another paper. What's in that one? It's got mushrooms in that one. Music sheet that I tea dyed. And then here's some more pockets. This was a paper that I found at Joann Fabric, or yeah, I think I found it at Joann Fabric. Just one sheet of 12 by 12. It's kind of vellum-y and it had leaves on it. I just put some stuff in there. This is just a sort of collage look. Oh, right. I put all the different kingbirds there. I got that out of a nature book. And then there's a back pocket where I made one of those tags, like a cluster of tags. And this one has a little pocket in it out of vellum. Put a little sticker on a ribbon there, and that's a bobolink picture. I think it's probably a Tim Holtz or something. Just some collaging on the back, and on the back of this one, a gray catbird. The gray catbirds are great out in the wild. You might think you're hearing a little lost kitten meowing, but it's a catbird. This is a little trim thing that I got many years ago at Joann Fabric. Probably thought I would put it on a purse, but I never did. And tucked into these pockets. This is just some collage paper. More of those folded over things. Loggerhead shrike and mockingbird. Florida state bird. What's in this one? Leaves. Oh, that's the palms, right? Lots of palm trees here in Florida. And this is just a collage page. Some more tissue paper. I just love the name of this one. Shaggy Lip Yoda. Something like that. And this is a card, and on the inside I put down what was on the back of the card. It's a scene from old Florida along the Santa Fe River, and you can see logs with turtles on it. That is definitely what Florida looks like. And there's a picture of Scrub, a pocket in there, and another one of those envelopes with a northern cardinal in it. There's still plenty of room to put more things, so I'll probably be messing around with this journal for a long time. This is just a packaging paper, I think. It might have been behind some Tim Holtz products or something. It's a Hallmark envelope that I stamped. Oh, there's Sandhill Crane. Oh, a nice saying from Ralph Waldo Emerson. All right. And this looks like, I gotta get it in there, some tea-dyed vellum or something. And I stamped a moose on it. Oh, this flips over. Look. There's a Luna moth. I just did some stamping there. I'm not sure I like it. I'm gonna cover it up with something else. And if you can see that, I'll move this over a bit. I like this stenciling. It reminds me of a zebra. And some pictures of flamingos, which we do get to see from a very far distance sometimes here in Central Florida. All right, and this is some homemade paper that I got from Etsy. Picture of a manatee. This was a mistake. I tried to cut out the frog on the leaf to use for something else, and I didn't like it. So I just created this offset from its original background. It looks pretty cool now. And this is collage paper with another mockingbird picture. And something back here. Again, those kind of shiny stamps. I don't know if they're shiny in the camera, but they're shiny when I look at them. Cool picture of an ibis with his reflection in the water. And just put this ribbon on with a cute little eyelet. Put it back like that. So lots of tucks and spaces. And this is just a collage of ribbons and fabric and stuff. I could still put something on there. And the very back, again, you see the washi tape covering the corners. I made this pocket out of some cardstock and a ribbon and button cluster. And this was probably on an inside page or a cover of one of my nature books. And on the back, I just put some millipede picture and some stuff. And that, oh, there's a big ribbon in there. That's the end. Oh, that's Nature Journal number 1. All right. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I'll post the second one next week. Bye.